Okay, so back in another vlog. Today here with one of my teachers, Miss Dixon.
Hello.
So this is just going to be a discussion about, well, this is a video after the post of my final idea, so this is just a peer review on the idea and if there's any recommendations or themes. So the whole concept is a horror film shot at my house. There's again, our age female character, I'd say a very conventional to horror films.
Of course, yeah.
And she'll be followed by some kind of dark shadow figure. You'll never see any features, just dark, there in the background, haunts her. So it's all subverts horror in places. So when you think there's going to be a jump there won't be a jump, and it'll be placed somewhere else, because there's a lot of horror films out there which follow the conventions so tightly, people can predict what's going to happen, where the jumps are going to be, and it almost takes some of the fun out of the film. So by subverting it, I'm hoping to not have it as a conventional horror film, have it as I always said, my own style of a horror film. So jumps not where you immediately think they're going to be. So she's going to come home, she'll notice there's a window open or something, there'll be stuff start to go wrong, see it at night, different times, trying to escape. In the end, she will be taken by the creature. What's your initial ideas on that?
So I think the idea of the false jump is really interesting. I think it's something that is in some films in the horror genre. So what might be worth you doing is looking at some other films that do include that false jump, to look at how they do it and how they build tension, and maybe how you could do that differently. I think it's a nice idea. I like it, and I particularly like the fact that you won't see the antagonist's face. What I would possibly consider is maybe the use of like changing the depth of focus. So maybe like the protagonist, you've got her in the foreground, and then out of focus in the background, you'd have the antagonist. So maybe almost as an audience, we also feel that, did I see it, did I not? Have you thought about how you're going to use a range of different shots? Different camera angles, different camera shots within it?
I've got a range of different cameras to be used.
Okay.
So we've got the big one, which this is filmed on the Sony, which will be the majority of the shots. So I've built a rail system at home, so it'll be used for tracking the main shots. And I've also got a 4K GoPro, which I've got, with a gyro-assisted gimbal, which, if it needs to be quicker, moving shots, wider angle, it's a perfect camera. The gyro keeps it stable as anything. I've also brought a Steadicam for, maybe not this one because it's a bit big, but for maybe I've got a big DSLR at home, which I can use, and that'll give the fluid shots, not the jerky handheld movements, which a lot of films that are made obviously at this tier, you do see there's quite a lot, obviously, because it's either, it was saying my AS, either a tripod or nothing. So it's kind of in between having so it's a steady shot with a GoPro with a Steadicam. Yeah, with a DSLR. Yeah.
Or you can use one of our Panasonics if the DSLR doesn't work. You could maybe do some test shots of both of those. What I would maybe think about is how can you include things like graphic match, and like not so much action match, because you'll do that with her coming into the house, but can you think about graphic matches in terms of like similar images to cross between, to make it, I don't know, to not only to create the story but also demonstrate your ability in cinematography. But yeah, I think the story will work well. What's she going to be doing when she gets home?
Well, for the first thing, obviously, is she'll get her notice. You never know where she's come from, but she's coming home. She notices that a window is open, and the first part of it, because she wouldn't know, it was locked. So the first thing you do is search the house, because maybe there's someone in there. Is where the first signs of... So the tension starts from the point that she realises that the window's open. The window's open, she goes in, then the tension starts building as she searches the house looking for things, but then it gets to the point when she can't find anything, so there's nothing there, and the tension dies down. Whereas you'd expect in a conventional horror film the tension to keep on building as she's searching, and then suddenly find something, and there'll be a jump. So we start in disequilibrium? Yeah. Okay. So you don't really know what's fully happening. So the tension will build right up because she's searching. You know, it'll be a lot of on the sound obviously because it will die down and be very quiet, eerie, build a lot of the tension through that. But then you'll notice how she didn't find anything and the tension just dies off. So it kind of keeps the audience on edge because they thought, well, there's the tension, so there's supposed to be a jump here somewhere, but there's not. Where is it? What's happening?
What's your title?
Cracked.
Okay.
So
actually, that could be a horror, but possibly wouldn't seem like it. So when you've got that return to equilibrium halfway through, perhaps your audience isn't necessarily anticipating further jumps because it may not be a horror. Maybe think about when you're going to, because it's a short film, isn't it? Maybe think about where within the narrative you're going to include your title sequence. Whether you're going to have it at the beginning or whether that's going to come during it, or whether you're going to layer the titles over the top of the moving image or things like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it. Have you taken some photos and things of the rail system you've made at home?
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, do put that on your blog.
Well, the rail system, I'll use the same pictures of the Steadicams, GoPros, everything I'm going to use is all on the production side, is all hopefully be documented and put on vlogs, up on posts, definitely on the blog somewhere.
Yeah, put it on the blog. Put it on the blog, people. Okay, thanks, Dan.
Thank you very much. There we go. There we go. So obviously there was that vlog, so there'll be another vlog up about whatever the next subject is at some time. So we'll see you in that one.